Hey. Oh, hey.
Good night vlog. That's my boys. My name's Christy. I like a whole mess.
Driving. Hi, Daisy. Yeah.
We love Maya's vlog.
Driving. Can you take it? Yeah.
I want John.
So I had VIP 1 pack for Birmingham. Unfortunately, my meet and greet wasn't recorded, so it was just a mess, and there was like a door separating the line from the boys, so you couldn't really see them or like interact with them until it was actually like your turn. So I went into the room, and first person I see is Tyler. I was holding my Gryffindor bag and like my jacket, and I had so much stuff I just needed to put away. I went, put my stuff in the corner, like just by the door. I don't think the boys had seen me at that point. I put my bags and stuff in the corner, and Tyler was like, no, I can hold that for you, I can get that for you. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then I turn around and I look up to see all the boys staring at me. Daniel goes, what? Then his like expression changed. He was like smiling, and then he like became really focused, and he was like, wait, don't say anything, don't say anything. I went in for the hug, and I was like, this is your last chance. He was like, shh. Shh, I know it, don't say, I know what it is. Like, he wouldn't let me go. So like when we stopped hugging, he like grabbed my arms and like he stopped me from walking away. So he like looked at me, really concentrated, and went like, He just made some really weird noises. In Frankfurt, I had prepared this little note, I guess, a little paper with my @ on it and like my Instagram and my Twitter basically. It wasn't just like my name, I like pimped it up a little bit so it looked, I don't know, a bit more artsy, I guess. I felt I didn't really want to give them my details, but I don't know, I gave it to Daniel, and I was like, I like snook it because he was holding my arm, so I like snook it to him, and I was like, if you don't remember my name, look at this. And he was like, I will. And he kept looking at me because he was really trying to like figure out what my name was, but he just couldn't. So I just looked at him and I was like, oh, it's Maja, by the way. Maja. He like repeated my name again, and he opened my paper and looked at it. I went to Corbin and he was like, well, Maja, I love you. And then I hugged him and I was like, hi Norman, I love you too. And we laughed because he called me Norman in Frankfurt, so I called him Norman back. And meanwhile I'm talking to Corbin, Tyler goes, Jonah, look at this backpack. He like showed it to Jonah because it was my Gryffindor backpack, and Jonah is basically the biggest Harry Potter fan. Like, they like fangirled, like freaked out over my backpack. At least Tyler didn't rush me that bad. So then Corbin went to look at the note that I gave to Daniel, because Daniel was like reading it, trying to like, I don't know, still trying to like figure it out, even though I just told him my name like a few seconds ago. Then Jonah, and he'd heard our conversation somehow, I don't know, because he was like, hi Maja. Then Zach, Karen just interrupted and went like, I love you Maja. They were just making fun of me. They were just bullying me at this point, just because I was so pressed that they didn't know my name. And suddenly all of them said my name, so I don't know what was going on, to be honest. So I was just really confused at this point. So I just looked over at Corbin and Daniel, and they were like still standing looking at my note, trying to like figure out how my name was pronounced, and like had a full-on discussion about how it was pronounced. I had Corbin say like, no, that's not it, and Daniel was like, oh yeah, it is. I don't know, they were like literally having a discussion about how my name was pronounced, when I literally just told them. Then Daniel like looked at me like in frustration, in pure frustration. He went like, come here. So I walked up to them, and Tyler went like to show Jonah my backpack like up close, I guess. So I went back to like Daniel and Corbin, and Corbin and Daniel went like, all right, so is it Maj? And Corbin like interrupted Daniel and went like, no, I told you it's wrong. And like he like waved my note around, and they just both like stared at me like, waiting for me to say something. And I was like, you pronounced it like Maja. And Corbin had like a look of defeat on his face, and Daniel looked so pleased with himself for being right. He was like, I told you. And then looked at my note again, and then I went to like stand and pose for the photo, because at this point Zach, the photographer, was starting to count down, and he was like, come on guys, hurry up. And Tyler went like, hurry up hun, we gotta take the picture. Yes, Tyler Seavey called me hun. So I went up to stand next to Zach Karen, because I was just so done with Daniel and Corbin at this point. So I went to stand between Jonah and Zach, which I've never done before. I didn't have a pose or anything planned, because I just can't trust them with poses anymore. It's not even worth it. It actually turned out to be my favourite picture. the one picture where I look decent is the picture where I'm standing next to Zach friggin' Harron. Don't get me wrong, I don't dislike Zach or anything, but it's just so typical. I just still can't really forgive him for the barefoot photo in Frankfurt. So we took the picture, I hugged Zach, and I was like, do you still hate me? And he was like, no, not anymore, I love you now. And then I went to hug Jack, and his face like lit up when I approached him. It was so cute. And he was like, I love you, Maya, because he'd heard my name. All of them had been saying it at that point, so yeah.
Love that for me.
We stopped hugging and he was like smiling at me, and he was like, I really love you, you know. I was like, I love you too, Jack. He was being so soft. And then I was like just about to leave, and then I remembered I need to ask him about my drawing if he still has it, because I gave him a drawing back in May.
Hey. Wow.
Dude, you gotta get that framed.
I know, I told her I want to frame it.
And he really liked it, and I really wanted to know like if he kept it. At this point Tyler was just yelling at me to go, but I just had to ask Jack. So I was like, Jack, do you still have my drawing? And like it took him like a good second to recall what I was talking about, but the second he did, his eyes just widened and he was like, yes, of course, I love it so much. He was like, I love it.
I love it so much.
And I was like on my way out, so I was like walking as he like talked to me. So I just smiled at Jack because everyone was being so rushed at that point, so I just smiled at him and I was like going towards the exit, and then Jack like touched my arm and he looked me straight into my eyes and said, like, I seriously love it. Jack was such a sweetheart. We in Birmingham. It was really cute. Then it was time for my third Europe concert. So, I just got back to London from Birmingham. Been travelling since 12:45. I've been awake for nearly 24 hours. I think I've had like one proper meal today. Yeah, it's really bad. I am exhausted. My energy is gone. But the show is amazing. It was probably the loudest show I've been to this far. I haven't really been on the right side of the stage before, so it's cool to experience that as well. I met some of my friends for the first time. I met some people who watch my videos and we took some pictures. So my meet and greet in Birmingham wasn't recorded because we weren't sure if you were allowed to like bring someone else to film you or not. So yeah, we put my camera down and then the last second like we asked and they were like, yeah, that's okay. So there wasn't time to pull out the camera. I need to go hunt for a new wave iron and foundation because I don't have a foundation. Things are just going great. See ya.
Yo, look who I'm here with. Hi, Amina.
Hello. I educated Maja today.
She's educated me.
She didn't know who Jack and Jack was, so, which is weird, but
That's great.
she likes them, so that's
Yeah,
good.
I do. I approve.
Yeah.
It's been 4 days since Birmingham.
I'm joking.
No one knows that we're here together.
Yeah, we said that in Frankfurt actually, but
yeah,
like
we did.
now we are in London.
Now we're
well,
actually,
actually I'm in London, but because like you live here.
Come on here, come on. But yeah, we're going to get ready.
Yeah, and we also have community, so we're gonna meet the boys. But I'm honestly like I keep on thinking about the fact that we're gonna meet our friends.
Ah! Driving. Hello. Okay. We're ready.
Wow. I look so bad. This is great.
You really don't. I look bad.
Well,
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go to the venue. Surprise people.
I'm actually scared.
Why?
I don't know. Like I'm scared. I don't know. Like.
Hi vlog. We're in Hammersmith.
Oh my
Already
god.
seen fans.
Yeah. And we do not want to get
Caught.
yeah. So we don't
Seen.
wanna-
We don't want to be seen just yet. What are we doing?
I don't even know, honestly.
So we're at this parking lot thing.
Yeah. I mean, we are just the best hiders.
The venue is right there.
What if we don't find them? I know this. I don't know how they look like today. It's so awkward.
Everyone's literally there. Amina! Wait, I can see Maud and Lee. They're right there.
Really?
Behind this car, yes. We could just hide behind these cars.
The whole time, yeah. So we really look like followers. Get us.
We're being so creepy. This is the venue and we're just standing behind these cars, just hiding.
So that's the greatest plan we could come up with so far.
Yes.
Hiding behind cars. And when you guys see this, you're probably gonna think we're crazy, but like, yeah. That's basically, I don't even know.
That's where we're at right now.
trying to figure out what people are.
How do we do this? We found some more people. How do we do this?
Yeah.
Do we just sort of sneak up? Just in here? Like behind?
What are you doing here?
Can I photo buff?
Hi.
Are you vlogging?
Yeah, do you hate me?
I'm Maja's manager. So nice to be back on our channel again.
Do you hate me?
I hate you.
Do you hate me?
But I also love you.
I love you guys.
Okay, yes. There you go.
Maja! Yeah!
Ooh yeah! Don't think we'll ever get there. We can go and use your stress away. And a couple times I came around and you was in my head. It's kinda hard to be in love when you're in different shade. Feel some type of way. I ain't trying to play. You got options, I got options, but you're here with me. There's some type of way. Now I'm here to stay. Life is poppin', no one's poppin', what's it gonna be? Choose! I'm just saying what you wanna do. Choose! I just don't know in the city too. Choose!
Choose!
So you take a gun into the discussion. All these drugs running around, that's because of nothing. City saying I'm nothing, and it's saying you're buzzing. Touchdown and I'm taking off, so much you're all or nothing. Cause some type of way, I ain't trying to play. You got options, I got options, but you're here with me.
We out here.
We out here.
We out here smooth stepping. Yes, here we go.
You want it, then you gotta smooth step. Hey, I'm so confused.
Can't do it.
Hello, Maja's vlog. Wait. Hi! We out here. I'm with Maja. And there is. Is it Maja? Somewhere here. Maja. Maja. Hi. Hi. We out here.
Hi vlog,
You're so short.
you know, I know I'm short, but
Hi. It's your 10.
you go.
It's me now.
No, this is my now. No, it's my vlog now. Hi. Hey guys. Hi. Maja, get the vlog. You have to come get me. I don't care. This is my vlog now. So, we're here for 5 white boys.
Yeah.
One Direction. I'm gonna be broke.
I am already broke.
I'm already broke. Yeah. You know, we're thriving.
Give it to me. I want to be on it.
Hi
guys.
Have a good time editing this. You're
Hi.
gonna have a great time editing this.
Umber is ruining the entire vlog, but we love that.
There we go.
Okay.
No. You know. You better. I met this girl in Birmingham. That was very odd.
Yeah.
We're now in London now.
Now we're in London.
I love her hair. Her iconic red lipstick. I love you more. Daniel TV who? Who's that? Guys, this is the line to our meet and greet. This is the line to our meet and greet, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go. Ciao vlog!
The screen. Like if it's
Really?
okay, in Frankfurt, yeah.
VIP right now.
You can flip it.
Oh wow, this is great. Oh dang, I see myself. Hello vlog, it's me.
wow,
We are waiting for a VIP right now, and I'm gonna film Maja. We got explain the story.
I will do that later, but the moral of the story is we messed up.
And I'm gonna try and film, so if it's bad, blame me.
Wait, film this.
My eyes look good.
Yeah, you look really good.
Amina and I just got into the venue and we were told that apparently we had purchased 2 2-packs. So they gave us 2 wristbands. Amina had somehow bought 2 2-packs, which essentially means that you get 2 photos.
So we have like one, right? But like,
Wait, okay, yeah.
whoa, magic. I mean, from 1 to 2 pack.
As we were standing in that line to meet the boys, we could see them like the entire time, because the venue was like, I don't know, it wasn't in another room, everything was in the same room. So the queue was in the same room as the meet and greet and the boys, so nothing really separated us except for the, like, you know, backdrop thing. So Maud, Lee, Amina and I, well, Amina didn't really hide, but I wanted to hide because I didn't want them to see us, because Daniel stood like, he like looked back at us every few seconds. So I don't know, I just really wanted to like genuinely surprise him. Like, I think he saw me before that, because it was really hard to like hide and I felt really awkward and stupid as well. So we went up to Tyler because we wanted someone to film, because we realised that we wouldn't be able to actually film each other. And at first he said no, but then he gave in. He was like, okay guys, give me the camera. So he was being such a pro. He was like, where are you following us next, or something like that. And we were like, see you on the moon. And he was like, I've been trying to book it forever, but they don't really have that many venues. And I was like, you need to try harder, Tyler, you can do it. He just stops what he's doing and like goes over to talk to us.
I don't know why I'm nervous. Yeah, I know. We gotta come. Isn't there? Front row. As soon as we get limelight, it's fine. If we get limelight, we're gonna come.
I've been trying to book it, but there's not a ton of venues.
Really?
You need to try harder, Tyler. You can do it.
I thought you could do better. I mean,
So how to the vlog?
if we build it, what are you gonna get? Free limelight. Yeah, if we build it. Okay. For every show
It's a deal.
every show in the moon, free limelight. I'm gonna just put it here.
Technology's gonna be.
Talk to him. Ask him.
Tyler.
I mean, they're gonna be famous though if they do it, so it's good for them.
Tyler.
1 second.
I'm just gonna. Oh, okay, damn.
Ready, here we go.
What?
Could you film us? Could someone film us?
I can't.
Okay.
What do you even do?
Oh yeah. Look what we did.
I'm just gonna take my bag.
Look. We accidentally bought 2 2-packs. Yeah.
I mean, I bought it. Yeah. No, it's the actual one.
It's finally time for Amina and I's meet and greet. So Amina went first and John saw us, and John like started talking to me and he was like, oh my gosh, it's so good to see you again. And I was like, I'm happy to see you too. And he was like, how are you? I was like, I'm good, how are you? And I was like, oh, I'm good. I think I spent the first 12 seconds of my VIP I spent talking to John. You can see some of it in the video, but yeah, it was really funny. As we were talking to Tyler and we were waiting for the boys, Jack like stuck his head out and he saw us and he was like, oh my gosh, hi, I'm John, what's your name? So I was shaking like Amina's hand, so she shook his hand, and then I like put my hand forwards as well, and he like shook my hand as well, and I was like, hi John, nice to meet you, and he was like I don't know, it was really weird.
Next up.
You're good.
Alright guys, let's go. Ready?
Okay, here we go.
Get that picture going. Ready? Here we go.
And we're gonna do all of
Alright, ready?
Alright guys.
On 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Next up.
Oh yeah, they have 2.
Perfect. Alright, sweet. Let's go quickly. Here we go. Ready?
They had
On 3.
2.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Next up.
Alright. Alright guys, you 2 right out this way.
Next group is
I need you
in.
guys
Next
to come out
group is
this way.
in.
Alright, I need you guys to come out. All right, guys.
Next group is here.
Yeah, we just need to film this.
So I to Daniel and he was so happy to see me. He was like, oh my god. And he hugged me, and I didn't say anything about my name this time because I just felt like that would be annoying. It didn't end up following me though, so I don't know, he probably lost the note or something. I decided to not bug him about that anymore, so yeah. So we hugged, and he smelled so much perfume, or like cologne or aftershave or whatever you want to call it, and he just smelled so much, and it was like hit me in the face. It was just so strong, the scent was so strong, and I was like, oh, you smell so good. And he said something, but I can't really remember what he said because I always get so stressed when it comes to like meet and greets because it's always so rushed. It was really rushed this time. We were like the third last people in queue for VIP. So like I showed Daniel like my wristbands, and I was like, look what we did. And he was like, no way. Oh my god. And then it was time for the photo. And then we took another photo. And Corbin started freaking out about my shoes. I like painted them and it's like space and stuff. Now Jonah, like I asked him like how he found me on Twitter because he followed me the day after the Frankfurt show, and I hadn't like tagged him or mentioned him or anything, so he just found me. So I was like, how did you find me on Twitter? And he was like, I just saw you and recognized you and I followed you. And I was like, and he was like, I love you. And I was like, I love you too. And then I went to Zach, and he was still like sitting down from the post. He was like lying down because he was exhausted, that poor little child. And he was like, can you help me up? And I was like, yeah, sure, I got you. So I like helped him up, and he was really warm. He was so warm. So I was like, you're so warm. And he was like, yeah, I know. And then we hugged, and he was like, I love you. And I was like, I love you too. And then I hugged Jack, and Jack was like, so good to see you again. And we hugged, and he was like, I love you. Then we went inside the venue for the last concert of the tour. hi. Say hi to the vlog. Say hi to the vlog.
Hi, I'm my biggest fan.
I love you. Hi.
What?
How are we feeling?
I don't even know. Can I even think?
I don't even know me.
I don't even know who I don't me is anymore. I don't even know who I am myself. So.
I love One Direction.
I love Road Trip.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
When is your next concert?
I
I think I'm flying to London again.
Yeah.
Yeah, meet you there.
I'm gonna go to
Yeah, we can just like fly around.
We can go to Australia too.
Oh yeah, why not?
Is K-West popular? You gonna walk